What's good? What's good? Good morning to some. Most know I'm already awake. What's up, John? Top of the morning, Jeff. Now let's get into this BMF. Big Meech Flannery. I thought that was the funniest line of the last season. When he came up with the name BMF, I was thinking about Black Mafia fan. Thinking of BMF. What's BMF stands for? Big Meats Flannery? Man, you too bang. I ain't that bang. Black Mafia fan. What's up, T? So, a lot of people want to know how did I view season one altogether? Oh, we repping them Pacers now. Them Pacers are in town. LeBron is back. Going up against them Pacers, baby. Now, the problem was this: it was so cut out, laid out for the whole world to see. Big Meech and all of these guys weren't big at first, so it was good to see some of the characters of how they got started in the business. A lot of the techniques and things that they used are true. They showed a lot of things that was vintage Detroit, and a lot of things that weren't Detroit. Seriously, just weren't Detroit. Most of it was kind of not Midwest, but I got it. A lot of it was Cali, some new age. When you're doing a period piece that's going back, certain slangs, certain way things was done wouldn't have been done in the way they were doing it. But it's television, it's entertainment. A lot of people was mad at seeing the death of Lamar because the character in which he was based upon, that person did not perish. So there's a lot of inconsistencies with the story, but it's entertainment, and there's a lot of things that were consistent, key elements that are very consistent with the story. So I think the second episode was rocky. I think that was the worst episode of the situation. It was a little too rocky in the road, but they fixed it up and cleaned it up, and it ended nicely. But it's all what people expect is bam, 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 shootouts, boom, 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 bodies here, bodies there. That's not how it was in the 80s, especially not in Detroit. See, the police were more involved in the Detroit crime organization than most people would realize at that time. They was on salary. So, you had my man in there that was in the Beverly Hills Cop movie. What's his name? Gil Hill? Shoot. He ran for mayor. And you know how he was on White Boy Ring, he was cool with the dealers. They had rules. So they, it's like, look, do y'all thing. Get my boys they cut. And you be all right. Now don't get out of pocket. A lot of out of pocket people doing things out of school. Because that was a very dangerous time and situation. Me, I didn't see too many big changes. I love the direction that they went, and there's a lot of spoilers for those who hadn't seen it. Absolutely. I felt like this though. The element of the girl coming in and how she was making a introduction to how they was making the introduction over into what's his name to Lamar, and how Lamar and her, like, she was really working with Lamar the time when she came in and was infiltrating. I thought it was well executed. Yeah, I mean it's terrible right now the way yeah, I mean the way they did it, but you got to make a series out of it. Like I said, the majority of their success came in Atlanta. Not the way they had it depicted. The majority of their success came when they moved the company over to Atlanta. No, I felt the acting was great. I had no, especially Meech's son. Lil Meech, he did a great job playing his dad. He was believable, and and Terry, he's just so conflicted. Southwest T, he has the brains but don't have the vision, and you can tell right away that Meech is the brains. I mean, he's the vision. Terry is the brains. Terry can do the math and make it work, and know, like, yo, we do this, pop, 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 pop. But the vision, the man with the plan who sees the bigger score, the bigger position, is Meech. Meech can see the angles. He see, okay, this is what we need to be doing. We need to do this. He's always pushing the envelope further beyond. He don't care about the risk. To him, the risk and the action is all the same. It's like, look, we taking the same risk, might as well get more money for it. Well, Terry's like, man, we doing good right now. Let's just continuously do and move in the pace we are. There's people like that in every business. Oh, the girl who played Kato, I don't know, but man, oh man, I was like, no, no, not her, not Kato. No, I need her for season two. I need her back in the bed. She had to go. I mean, the thing is she really, at that point, I guess you right in the business. She had to go, and this is why this is a dangerous world, people. Dangerous world. Seen some wicked acts. I've seen some very wicked acts in this world, but she had to go. She's seen too much. And when you got somebody who's seen too much, this becomes a bigger problem down the road. That was not the girl who got her back blown out in Power episode book 2. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I'm going to cut this thing short. We'll be going right back to Power book 2. In episode 2, I'm going right there. That was her getting her back blown out. Yeah, it's not that she's seen too much. It's just that you can't trust her. In her instance, they can never trust her. Even though in her mind, that's the best is over. The worst part is over. But because she rolled with the crew and did all that and didn't inform them of anything, like had she had came forth and told Meech anything in that when they were sitting in the car, like, look, I'm gonna be real with you. Dude want me to set y'all up and all this and that. Him and my uncle used to roll together, but I'm crew. I'm down. She's probably still would be alive today. Meech already knew. He found out, and then he knew, and he wanted to see who he could trust. Because he knew they was messing around. So he was like, I don't know if they working together to go against me, but I'm gonna find out. Because if he didn't tell Meech and let Meech step away saying, nah, we good, and didn't tell him, he would have been gone right along besides her. Oh, I knew she was gonna go after that. I knew that's what Meech was doing when he took her. Like, hey, let me holler at you. Yeah, you know, you're a soldier and all that. I knew she was about to go. That was the time to come clean. And she didn't. Hit the like button for that. Right. You can't trust somebody like that. Well, here's the thing. You gotta understand this is a business. If you keep taking people out, you creating more enemies, invisible enemies. You know what I'm saying? You taking out enemies that one, creating new enemies that you don't need, especially somebody willing to work with you. And you know you got control over that situation. Because in the end of the day, most of these dudes want to get paid. They ain't trying to go to war with people. They just want to get some money coming in. You know, because that's the point. See, Lamar, what he's doing is destructive to business and progress. He got that old school guerrilla style. They come out of jail and they start bullying to do. They used to come in and just take over, whoever running the spot. And that's what happened when a lot of these like old heads came home because they were like, man, I put in work for this and this and that. And then, who are you? You calling that, man? I knew your daddy, boy. You know, man, look, I got this, young bud. Fall back. And the dude looking like, look, old man. I don't care, man. You born and raised around here. Look, you better be born and raised up the block, old man. You know what I'm saying? We let you get some scraps down the block, but you ain't calling no shots over here. And that's what's been going on. Oh yeah, man. Rest in peace to Bear's mom, man. I saw that yesterday. I still ain't sent none yet, like sent some words. But man, rest in peace to Bear's mom, man. He said she passed away yesterday. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that for Bear. Anybody lose a parent, man, that's massive. Yeah, I saw the Chucky series. Like I saw 2 episodes. It was pretty good. And they start going with the transgender or whatever thing. I'm like, what the hell is this? You know me, I got bad instantly. The hell is this? I was with the pops in that damn Chucky series. I don't get them pops. It's a lot of people. A lot of things gonna change in this series. Shoot, the hot chick was that mama. Woof, that mama. Yeah, Meech and Terry mama, boy. You can tell she was a thoroughbred back in the day. Oh, Cash doll. I'm trying to figure out how they get a pair of pants to fit her. The lady from the Geico commercials. Who's the lady from the Geico commercial? Only person I know from Geico is the doggone lizard. He's the only consistent person I've seen in Geico commercials. Progressive got the woman. They got flow. You said Big L wants Southwest T bad. Well, she just like his style. She about money. Like when Meech come in there, like Meech's attitude and his flamboyantness, like he's reckless. And that's why Big L wouldn't want to work with him. I wouldn't want to work with him either. Because he's got that. I've seen his kind. They can't make their money and be quiet. They got to make their money and be loud. You know, that's just not my style. There, I'm like I can't do this. Yeah, the House of Gucci tonight. And I got. I was supposed to go see. I was supposed to go see Residence Evil last night, but I got too tired. Well, now they got his right hand man caught up on 2 murders because they found his little stash spot for his pistol. So they grabbed the gun, and that's the gun he want to keep because it means so much to him. Never get attached to a weapon, especially if you're in that line of business. Anything, it might have to go. It ties you to too much, especially if you've used it. Now, I haven't had time to see King Richard yet. I like the Richard is the reason I'm gonna watch it because they don't give him enough credit at all. He was the visionary who saw what could happen. He's expanded tennis for blacks. You know the sport that has the most endorsements? Tennis. Tennis. You look in the top richest athletes, you're gonna see tennis players. And you're gonna see they make very little money playing tennis and make like 4 times that from sponsorships and endorsements. Tennis is international. Tennis is where the money is. And you want to be where the money's at. You win one tournament, you can be on for life. But when we grow up, they don't push tennis. My uncles played tennis. That's how I knew about it. Because my uncles played. So it was always a racket in there, and they would go down there. My Uncle Brian and Bobby would play tennis all the time. But blacks wasn't in our neighborhood, it wasn't considered cool to play tennis. So you would have to, there was no tennis lessons anywhere for blacks. So you would have to travel out of the city, out of the state. Some people did just to get tennis lessons. And it was cheap. It was cheap. To learn tennis and play tennis was cheap. Golf, rich man's game. So these were rich people games. So the people that run that and in that world, rich. I'm a Federer guy. I'm not really a Nadal guy. Well, people got to realize that there are different situations for different, how would you put it, layouts for however you want to put it. But the way I see it and the way they see it is might be entirely different as far as the scales. The scales are way off. Like when you see Power Book 2 come out and you see all of these different layouts for films and movies for the television shows, it's gonna be crazy because it's so much. Like I can't get caught up on all these shows. It's like, man, it's so much stuff on. Like right now, Hawkeye just came out. The first 2 episodes of Hawkeye just dropped. You can't possibly, there's not enough time in the day You get caught up on all this stuff right away. Feel me? Yeah, it did. Like, I still don't understand why Meech was out there with the crew when they decided to run down on the 50 boys. Like, what was Meech doing out there? Like, that don't make no sense. Yeah, that's crazy though. With the limousine business, with Pops and everything that he's talking about going into, because two hustlers that I know did the same exact thing. They had a limo carrier service. That's how they got out of the game. They was kind of still in the game, but they had courier service. And then I had a discrepancy with they it's that they nephew or cousin or whatever, and we had to come to a situation where I don't want to harm your nephew without talking to y'all. But he's approaching levels of he gonna have to go. So we need to get something situated right now. I'm gonna need a bag, a big bag, because he might have to go. If I see him again, he might have to go. So he needs to go far, far, far away. He can't hang out here no more. You need to move him. He needs to do a D Rose biopic. Now, I was the first one to point this out from the very first episode. I had to tell people, no, that is not Derrick Rose. It was first BMF review we did. First episode came out, we did the review, and I said, look, for everybody, let me inform you, that is not Derrick Rose. But he does look like Derrick Rose. No, it's a lot of different changes are going to happen along the way. People just got to be patient, and hopefully they fix everything. But right now, things is just a mess. Everything is kind of too quick fix. All of a sudden they don't have no money, then they just all of a sudden come up with the money to pay people all of a sudden. I'm like, how do they get the money that quick? And T should have never went there to try to get an extension on his first outing. I mean, your first time out the gate with somebody, and you already asking for an extension. That don't look good. That don't look good at all in business. Who's gonna be the next villain? I mean, it's hard to say because one, Is my man's really dead? Did they really kill the Lamar character? Because in real life, the person that played him, they didn't kill him. Oh no, Kato out of there. Now Kato's out of there. Meech was on some. I'm gonna let you bleed out. And I'm like, dog, that is the dumbest thing ever. I'm gonna stay here and watch you bleed out. It's like, what? I know that I don't know they said two names, but I thought those was two other people. I don't know if those were the ballistics for because I remember him saying that I don't have any proof about you doing the shooting in, but he had two other murders, like two other people. Jenny, she's at work, I think. Matter of fact, I need to call Jenny. Mickey B is a sucker. Well, here's the thing. Mickey B got a lot of issues going on. They had to Hollywood the situation. They said Kato's still alive. She was on YouTube. What's up, Kennedy? Kennedy always get here near the end of it. All right, now that they switched over and they left Pat, Pat was crazy as hell. Man, I love Pat should be in this show no matter what. Oh, Pat was the best thing in the beginning. Wood Harris or whatever is just excellent. He was the perfect person to play Pat. I'm live right now. I gotta make runs. Y'all said y'all can go with me if you want, but I gotta make a run up there. So y'all can let me know, but let me finish my line. All right. So, oh no, they on the Patreon, the Casino for Life Patreon. Yeah, it's up. Me and the UFO. You hear about Casino and the UFO? Yeah. I thought I told y'all about it before, but if not, you can get the early bird and learn about the UFO. Oh, he gave him a vision, baby. Shoot. I'm getting my BMF on, boy. Big Cino Flannery. Big Cino Flannery, baby. Shoot. What's he talking about? BMF, baby. I'm going out there getting it. You can get it if you want to get it. Big Cino Flannery. YouTube money? This ain't even. YouTube money wouldn't be like this. That'd be like this. Gambling money. No, this is gambling money. That's what this is. It's gambling, man. When you make the right bets, bet, 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 bet. You gotta know how to gamble, my nigga. I'm flexing. I'm Big Cino Flannery. Hello? 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 BCF, baby. Big Cino Flannery. Oh, man. I'm just having fun. I don't know. See, y'all kill me with that. Why everybody say you got a gambling problem? It's a gambling problem when you losing and you broke. Now you got a gambling problem. When you winning money, that ain't a problem. Only problem I got is where I'm going to eat. What I think about the show, I think it's good. You know, it's engaging because people think they know the story, but they really don't know the story. This is a series. So this could go on for 5 years. I think they contracted for 3. It's their highest rated show. It beat out Power Book 2. They went like back to back. And BMF finale did more than that. Oh, I love curling, boy. I can sit there and watch curling all day. I be, come on, come on, come on, keep it straight. God damn. Now look, curling ain't got so popular now during the pandemic. People just sit back watching curling, the international tournament. But I'm gonna get out of here because I'm gonna punch this dude for out here doing the grass and stuff. And it's 30 degrees outside. Like, dude, grass ain't growing, dog. It's 30 degrees. Yeah, but let me blow. But overall, I did like the series. I gave it 3 stars out of 4. It got better as the show went on. It had a lot of substance. Snoop cracked me up, baby. Snoop Dogg. Look, I'm just testing you to see if you know your Bible. Snoop is the reverend, the pastor. Snoop, like, man, you ain't gonna just be running these hoes up in there and up out of here, man. It's still a place of God. Man, I need some money, and I got a big congregation. All right, I gotta deal with this, man. I'm gonna have to get out of here if I hurt this dude next time.